'Twas September in Vegas, the city was alive. A legend riding through the night with the whole world watching by. He had music in his heartbeat, had a story in his eyes. A young man with 1,000 dreams and a fire he couldn't hide. He'd come so far from where he started, turned his pain into a song, told the world about his struggles, told the world to carry on. But nobody could have known that night how quickly things could change, how one moment in the darkness could leave a forever stain. One argument, one moment, one night that changed it all. Sometimes history turns forever in the seconds before we fall. September in Vegas, underneath the neon sky, a legend took his final ride while the whole world passed him by. Shots rang through the darkness and the silence came too soon. A voice that spoke for millions was gone before the moon. September in Vegas, but his story didn't die. They took away his tomorrow, but his words still fill the sky. And somewhere in the music, you can still hear him say, keep fighting for your future, don't throw your life away. The car was moving through the city, music playing through the night. Then a white car came beside them, and the darkness came alive. 14 shots into the silence, then the cars began to flee. One man was left fighting for his life, and the world was about to grieve. He was rushed into the hospital. Doctors tried to make him stay, but his body had been fighting for 6 long and painful days. Fans were praying all around him, hoping somehow he'd survive. But on September 13, the world watched a legend die. September in Vegas, underneath the neon sky, a legend took his final ride while the whole world passed him by. Shots rang through the darkness and the silence came too soon. A voice that spoke for millions was gone before the moon. September in Vegas, but his story didn't die. They took away his tomorrow, but his words still fill the sky. And somewhere in the music, you can still hear him say, keep fighting for your future, don't throw your life away. For 27 years the question stayed buried in the night. Who was sitting in that car? Who pulled the trigger that night? Rumors became stories, stories became names, but the truth remained surrounded by suspicion, fear and blame. Then an arrest came decades later, and a name became the news. Dwayne Davis faced the charges, but the case still had its questions too. Prosecutors say he helped orchestrate what happened on that night, but who actually fired the bullets still remains a question in the fight. No matter what the courtroom finds, one truth cannot be changed. A mother lost her son that night, and music lost a voice. A generation lost a dream. family lost a light. And somewhere in Las Vegas, a question still survives: who killed Tupac? The question still remains. 29 years of silence, 29 years of pain. But beyond the names and rumors, beyond the headlines and the fame, there's a human story underneath the mystery and the blame. Who killed Tupac? Maybe someday we'll know. But while the world keeps searching for the answer buried below, his music keeps on living, his message carries on. A man can leave this world and still never truly be gone. He was more than just a rapper, more than headlines and controversy. He was anger, pain, and hope, all wrapped inside a story. He spoke about the streets, he spoke about his fears, he spoke for people struggling to survive through difficult years. And maybe that's why decades later, people still remember his name. Because somewhere in his music, they can recognize their pain. Every generation finds him, every generation hears a voice that turned the struggles into something they could feel. September in Vegas, underneath the desert sky, a legend took his final ride, but his spirit wouldn't die. The questions may continue, the courtroom may decide, but no one can erase the music that he left behind.